Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on the left side as the yellow English player got Numudan. Spawn on the right side as the blue Ayyubids got El.LoueMT. I wonder if the new patch, does the Ayyubids have it so I can see the pop-ups here? Or maybe not. And one thing I immediately noticed with the map is, we have this mesa here, but the only traversable region is right here. There is a sacred site there, so keep up here or outpost could cause some issues. Nothing else is traversable. There's actually a lot of sheep up there as well. At least 2 sheeple. Of this area only being traversable... Actually, the more I look at the map, the only thing that's traversable is like this tiny little sliver there. This may be interesting. You could do a lot of stupid stuff with this. Like, put your entire farming colony up a hill so it's pretty much safe from everything. I mean, if the yellow could the English player could establish a Berkshire Palace up here, it'd be difficult to displace. I mean, put it right here, could reach out to a decent distance. There's a lot of weird stuff can go on right there, let's just simply put. House of Wisdom not being built. We got deer and a nice line of gold here for the English player. Deer and boar way up here with some stone. But most of the English gold is nice and safe back here, which probably means he should probably try to boom. And then I to transition towards the, what's it called? My apologies, hit my microphone. The enclosure economy. Yellow, his small gold deposits spawn up pretty far forward, but that's probably counterpart to this one. This one should be safe enough, though this entire area is pretty wide open. There's only tiny cliff faces here. And this one here should be pretty safe. Nice bit of walls there, get the gold and the deer deposit. Nope, we still don't have the age up here. He's going for economic growth, get 3 villagers and 50 additional berries per berry bush. Berries are not super delicious. They are slow gathering, and like in real life, they don't provide much food. No, believe it or not, even modern day berries don't provide too much nutrition. There's a reason why the term hunter forays is definitely a very, very secondary afterthought. It's a treat. Berries, never a really good source of food. Hardly any nutrition, even modern day. Oh god. Is this even traversable there? I have no idea. Alright, looks like Yellow's going to do a task back home. Oh boy. Blue's immediately going for professional scouts who's going to get the venison. But going back to berries, look at the calories of berries. That is what I usually reference when it comes to nutrition, not necessarily like, oh, vitamins, minerals, and all that sort of thing. In these ancient eras, all it really comes down to is calories. It's always a difficult thing throughout human history, where people simply just don't get enough calories in their diet before modern agriculture and all that sort. We got a tiny bit of walls there. Blue has gone for some basic fort walls. Now looking at it, there's actually not super traversable land. You got this wide area here, this somewhat wide area there, and you got this tiny sliver there. This map is weirdly congested. Both of the bases are extremely wide open, but all the traversable part, this is a massive choke point. This game can go pretty weird. Got the first king now pulling the field from the Abbey of Kings. Yeah, the more and more I look at this map, the more I'm wondering, oh god, I just realized something as well. This area is tiny little bit of walls can lock out this area. There's not much traversement to this sacred site. This map is not traversable at all. This sacred site is nice wide open on this mesa, but everything else is not traversable. Let's take a look at those sheep. They're idle there. Is this area even traversable? The minimap suggests yes, but it's like a tiny sliver there. I have no idea. We do have Desert Raider. Desert Raider does is an anti-cavalry tool, doing 13 damage at catching attack speed, while the King has 13 damage with the nearby Camel Unease debuff at something beyond just slow attack speed. Almost as bad as Villager's attack speed. A relatively even fight between two, though the Desert Raider does have 5 melee armor. I always forget about that. The King is going to fall back to the Abbey Kings. Abbey Kings provides 6 health regen per second, assuming they're out of combat. Making it so, if you play Command & Conquer, falling back to War Factory is a doable thing to do with the Abbey of Kings. Of course, I don't really see that all too often, or really at all. Most times just French with relying on Chivalry, which is pretty nice. Because you're at least not locked down in one sector. Yellow has gone for another town set here. Blue has, of course, gone for professional scouts. 6 deer up here. Looks like Blue may have already grabbed one. Going for another. Has 8 scouts in the field. So he's going to claim all the deer deposits. All except for one. Local doggo wants the stick. And Yellow does give him a stick through his throat. The King is now fully healed on up. Looked away for the moment. The Abbey Kings healed the King quite nicely. Basic set of walls there, not a bad idea. But Blue's in just the eco phase of professional scouts. So let's go and fast forward a little bit. Let's keep an eye on the House of Wisdom since it doesn't show me the age up. Maybe I can. Speaking of which, he just started. We got Culture Wing Logistics going for 3 dervishes, so that will of course give him 3 dervishes to grab the relics quickly. Yellow's going for the White Tower. Yellow's also going for some, or Blue's going from basic walls down there next to Yellow's basic walls. And now we do have the Desert Raiders get a bit of damage on the King. The King cannot win that fight. Not in a 1v1 situation, let alone a 2v1 situation. White Tower will be built. I'm curious what sheep just idle up there. Yellow has not even gone for a gate over here. And Blue will claim the last of the venison. 2 more deer remains. More farms now being established. And of course, got some nice being pulled by the White Tower. Desert Raiders will be effective against the Knights though. So they are pretty expensive. Cost 180 each. They do have great melee armor. Their health is a little bit low, so they're vulnerable to longbowmen. I wonder if this final agent's going to be military wing reinforcements to get free 10 Desert Raiders. The late game English army is never really around knights. The horsemen are generally still pretty common in most compositions though. So military wing reinforcements, age 4, wouldn't be half bad. Wait. Military wing reinforcements. Alright then, that's a pretty fast age up. I wonder, can I make that into control group? Nope, I can't make that in control group. So I may have Yellow as selected as the player at the moment. That may be one reason why. But Blue's going for a fast Imperial. He will have a very good steady supply of free Desert Raiders. Though you may want to get the veteran Desert Raider research sooner rather than later. He can please go for that now. Blue has picked up 2 relics at the moment. Scout could be taken out there, but I don't think he needs to send his entire army to deal with that scout. There's a dervish. He could try doing the perversion ritual. Veteran Desert Raider research. I think a little bit late. Let's go for another wall there. Both sides charge into each other. We got Mass Scenic now active, thanks it to being a passive ability once it's what do we call it? I forget what that's called for the dervishes that age up. Yeah, it's picked up another relic. This conversion ritual. Okay, let's drop that on in. King does hit a bit of fire there. Got crossbow in point of view. Remember, Desert Raiders are not heavy cav, they're light cav. So, I don't think it'd be. I think his opponent. He assumes his opponent's gonna go for Camel Lancers to help engage the Knights, but he's going for Desert Raiders. His age up is almost complete. So, we got a little bit bad read here by Yellow. Horsemen still do generally quite well versus Desert Raiders. And there's his first round of reinforcements. Now he has a staggering 13, so it'll be 14 Desert Raiders. No elite Desert Raider research just yet. He's a little bit low in gold. English player, of course, has 2 talent centers, so he has good load reduction. Trying to make an opening there. He's supposed to just try to run. Veteran Desert Raider still has no inherent range armor, just good melee armor. And Elite Desert Raiders on the way. Probably Longbowmen would be a good idea against all the Desert Raiders. Desert Raiders do get affected by Silk Bogan plus 8.8 range. Their inherent range is 4.5, so they can get up to pretty much slightly better than normal archer range. Longbowmen are still longbowmen, which means they have great range. It may be a good idea for the English player. Could go for either Wormguard Palace or for the Red Palace. Both are pretty good. This map is pretty choke pointy, so the Red Palace, not Red Palace, Berkshire Palace will provide some good defense as always. Wormguard Palace, which he is going for, does offer a lot of attractive banner armies. Wormguard Rangers offer, well, are just a elite longbowman variant, which does not require elite longbowman research, and has all the benefits to help engage the Desert Raiders, as the longbowman does. The Wormguard Footmen, of course, do have a bit of anti-cavalry damage, which also should be pretty good, though it would basically be equal to the melee armor of the Desert Raider. Wormguard Raiders are pretty cheap and fast-producing cavalry group, which may not be great against all the Desert Raiders. And of course, got the Wormguard army, which is actually very nice to have. The Spearmen and Crossbowmen would be super useful. Spearmen would be nice, but the fact that you get paid a cost for 2 Spearmen, 2 Crossbowmen, and get a free Trebuchet to go along with it, so it's a pretty cost-effective army to get Trebuchets. And I think the base cost of that army is even lower than the base cost of a Trebuchet. So you buy a Trebuchet and get a couple free Spearmen and Crossbowmen, or you pay for 2 Spearmen and Crossbowmen and get a free Trebuchet. And how you look at it, it's still pretty nice. Gate will go on down. He's going for Wormguard Footmen. 700 resources for upgraded men-at-arms. Which it is practically the same cost as for 6 men-arms, but just with better stats. It's not half bad thing to have. Plus, they already come as an elite variant. Wormguard Ranger is also good too. He sees all the Desert Raiders. Does have regular men-at-arms at the moment. Armor clad may not be half bad in this situation as well, though these guys do have pretty good melee attack. Biology is being researched. That did break through a good amount of walls there. Got a good number of Worm Guard footmen. You can see here, they have actually relatively low melee armor compared to other man arms variants. They still have the high range armor. They also have a +5 damage versus cavalry. Plus their attack speed, I think that's slightly better, though that could be also the network castles as well. It's good damage on some of these Desert Raiders. He has activated the bow mode. The bow mode does also have good damage, good attack speed. Range not super great as it could be versus other archers, but sometimes you just need good damage and attack speed. High DPS. The king is dead. And he does have the Abbey Kings here, so he has great health regen in between the skirmishes. So the Desert Raiders starting to take some damage there. Got some Worm Guard Rangers. They have 8 range. We get up to 9.5 the Silk Bowstring. They do also have higher base damage and higher multipliers versus the gunpowder units and light melee infantry. More Worm Guard Rangers now deploying fuel. Very nice. 80 health, granted this is a veteran, 80 health, 8 damage versus 125 health and 12 damage. Blue's now going for a Silk Bowstring. Worm Guard Rangers will still outrange them. Blue will cross the T of the wall segments. White Tower getting some good damage here. No weapon upgrades, nor network citadels. Got 12 Worm Guard Rangers, will held a handful of longbowmen. Good number of Worm Guard footmen, as well as regular men at arms. The army tactics now being researched, as well as copolitation, or however you pronounce that. This is the last of the gold deposits for yellow, so that's all the gold within his borders. He does have enclosures research, has not a massive stockpile of gold. You probably need to start venturing on the map, try to claim one of these 2 gold deposits. Maybe a good idea just to lock down this flank with some stone walls. His opponent has gone for military wing reinforcements, so he can build battering rams with his cavalry units, though. Which is very powerful free benefit for going for military wing reinforcements. Not to mention all the free units. Next round 10 will be arriving in 20 seconds. Let's see, it's 10 every 2 minutes, right? Pretty good value there. 180 times 5, and that's how much resources it gets per minute. Was that 800 resources? 900 resources, right? That's even higher than the Cognitive Palace when it comes to value. And of course, you also know what unit you get. Now we got some reinforcing stone walls for blue. Yellow is going to build some stone walls over here. We do have some elite men at arms. Villagers take some hits there. Blue's nowhere near pop cap. Has a lot less villagers though. Yellow's going for the incendiary arrows. Very nice. Has now plus. There's the. I see a lot of blacksmith research being cycled through. Yellow just needs to push forward, get a gold, start claiming this gold deposit, maybe go for a keep or two over here to help also secure the sacred site. Blue has not gone for sacred site victory. Yellow has this one locked in his corner. Probably put some basic stone walls there and just cause some more issues. And honestly, take a bit of fire there. Desert Raiders take quite a bit of fire from the Vanguard Rangers. What's we call it? Siege tower wouldn't be entirely half bad for Yellow to get some really good range on his range units. Vanguard Ranger still at 8 range. Has not researched Silk Potion just yet to get up to 9.5. And with that and Beyond the Wall, their range could get up to 11.5. Or did that get removed? I forget. I always forget. I think the last big patch had some changes on what benefits they get on top of walls, didn't they? I forget exactly. It's been a while. Out of the way, Yellow's incendiary arrows now researched. Now going for +3 range damage as well. So right now these Vanguard Rangers have 17 damage. No arrow volley research just yet. Which is located right here. Ability reduces their time to attack by +1 second. Reduced by +1. Shouldn't just say reduced by 1 rather than +1. If you're going to put any number there, it probably should be a -1. Reduces attack speed by -1 second. I think this description needs a little bit of update there. Because if you think about it, reduces time by +1. Either switch the plus to a minus or just get rid of the plus entirely. Silk Bow String now researched by Yellow, so now these Vanguard Rangers have really good range. We do have now Trebuchet here as well, some Battering Rams. Seeing down some. Let's see, he's actually attacking that keep there. Massive number of barracks on the front line, so Yellow will have 40 reinforcements. Blue has only 3 hand cannons and 1 culverin. Bombard town there. Now for Civils Polar Research. His leftover knights are being cleaned up. Here comes the man at arms. Looks like there's so many Desert Raiders there. Yellow's having trouble going through all of them. His man-at-arms now trying to cleave on through. Some spearmen probably wouldn't be half bad as well. These Desert Raiders right now have 13 melee armor, which is like a sword amount, and so is 6 range armor, so they're incredibly tanky even versus longbowmen. Oh, he's also gotten his last of his, whatchamacallit, last of his age ups. Effectively, it's age for level 2. So some of these Ayyubids are super healthy, or some of these Desert Raiders are super healthy. Yeah, he's gotten all wings, that's what I'm looking for. Both sides lost a decent amount there. When destroyed, that was relatively equal, but this is never really accurate. Some Mangonels wouldn't be half bad for Yellow though, since these guys are classified as range. They would take bonus damage from from Mangonels. Getting some good long-range reliable fire there. And even a siege tower here would be quite good. There's a lot of surface area there. He is trying to pressure this area. Battery rams trying to break on through. Gold vein is unspoiled. Mine camp not even fully built. So honestly, a siege tower would be half bad. The absurd range to be given would provide them great coverage. They may be even protect the sacred site there. But now it is traversable there. I think the melee infantry should just advance and get the Warren Guard Rangers up there. Now got more of the Warren Guard arms deployed in the field. 400 resources for 2 spearmen, 2 crossbowmen, and trebuchet. These. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, the Warren Guard Rangers would outrange culverins on top of these wall segments. Assuming they still get the +2 range. One plus gives +1, but still the range would be equal to culverins. It also would give them more resistance, right? There's damage from range attacks by 25% and siege attacks by 50%. Garf's just get rid of Park there. He's not going for some keeps. Yellow has a massive food and wood reserve, not a whole lot of gold, has a bit of stone, so a keep could be possible. Biology, so it's going to get some horseman upgrades. Probably a good idea. Horseman just simply can easily flood and reinforce, though he can't do that with spear and sword. He's been over frontline barracks. Warren Guard range is now firing away in a good position. In fact, they may be able to range the keep. They probably won't be able to range the keep. So maybe if they get there. But Yellow's trebuchet and option way forward. Trebuchet now engaged with keep there from knife safe position. Warren Guard Raiders in a pretty good defense position. Has plenty of outposts there to maintain the network of citadels. Does take out outposts there. Both players have popped Captain 1. We've got 92 Desert Raiders versus a various amount of Spearmen, Rangers, and Man-at-Arms. Of course, with Blues, less civilian population there. This had an opportunity to delete the walls. Yellow's going for his own set of walls. Looks like these areas will not be set up in time. Warren Guard Rangers fighting away. Oops. Desert Raiders push forward over there. Culverins for quite the trebuchet. Minor victory, honestly. Warren Rangers are firing away. More man-at-arms, more spearmen, more horsemen to go in here. He does have elite horsemen. The value of the Desert Raiders do manage to push through the man-at-arms with their really high melee armor. It says armor increased by nearby infantry, but I don't see any nearby infantry. Is it the cannons considered infantry? Or the dervishes? That's sort of weird. Or siege weapons? That building may be a little bit bugged because there's no nearby infantry to actually technically provide that. No technical infantry. So maybe a hand cannon near or two nearby. I haven't heard them. I think the infantry support is being provided by the siege weapons. That's should not technically apply. forward, and with the extra excess armor, it's really hard for Yellow to deal with this. Anti-structure attack loaded up by the unique mangonels. Horseman straight forward. Thanks to all the additional armor, the Horseman's bonus damage is pretty much nullified, entirely nullified by the armor. So effectively much weaker than these Desert Raiders in one-on-one combat. Got these Horsemen taking some severe damage, trying to break away forward. Yellow has consumed his food and wood reserves. And Yellow's just disintegrating, taking too much damage. Horsemen trying to charge way forward, but they offer not really adequate damage versus these Desert Raiders. Their armor is far too high, not to mention they receive bonus damage in melee as well. So, additionally, their health is roughly equal, but their damage, they'll be fighting against 4 times amount of damage. Plus they have slower attack speed as well. So yeah, I think these Desert Raiders are twice as good right now than these Horsemen with all their stats multiplied together. While it will be 50% more costly. Got some banner insurance breakthrough over there. There's some various stuff up there. Horsemen charging way forward. Spearmen and man orange support them. I'm probably just going to stick to just Wednesday and Thursday. More of these man-at-arms trying to charge up forward. Some damage there. Desert Raiders is constantly being killed up by these services as well. Wants some healing. Yellow's just having a hard time just trying to break through all of it. I mean, these dervishes or Desert Raiders are hardly taking any damage. He's getting hit by a significant amount of longbow and fire, but they're not taking any damage whatsoever. There are some camel lances now mixed on in. Does take a bit of fire there. Camel lances push away forward. Mangonels now advancing. Good number of Warden Guard Rangers. Yep, and the fact that the infantry support is being activated without nearby infantry, though we got a couple hand cannoneers now actually here, but I think they're also being affected by the nearby siege weapons for that. And looks like Yellow does get back the game, just simply couldn't kill the army in front of him. This is Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.